With my friend Chris, we are discussing cosmology. And when I say that Big Bang cosmology is a pseudoscience, he has doubts. He says it is almost impossible that hundreds and hundreds very intelligent people who wrote articles on Big Bang would be wrong. So the discussion with Chris for me is extremely fruitful. It gives me inspiration. And if we want to fix cosmology, my proposal is that we use a human being as an apparatus. We use different apparatuses in physics, different devices to measure things, to observe things. And a human being can also be seen as an apparatus. So what, in my opinion, is important regarding cosmology, that we use in the model, in the cosmological model, only the elements that we can experience. Where we use only the elements which the human being as apparatus can experience. Which means that the experience is primal, is more important than mental structure. Because today in cosmology, the main mental structure frame in which Big Bang cosmology is developed is that the time is a fourth dimension of space and that universe is developing in time. So there was a Big Bang. With the Big Bang, time started before. We don't know what it was. It was nothing. And the cosmologists today, they see universe as something that happened in time, as a physical reality, as a fourth dimension of space. But the problem is here that time nobody ever experienced. Human being as an apparatus never experienced time as some physical reality. We never experience time as something that physical objects move in. So, as I say, we should subordinate the mental structure to the experience of the human being. And there is absolutely no experience that physical time exists. But definitely in physics, with clocks, we measure time. So we have to understand, so what we measure with clocks? With clocks, we measure duration of motion of the objects in space. But this space in which we measure duration of motion of different physical objects, this space itself is time invariant, is timeless. So in the universe, absolutely there is no past and there is no future. And to discuss whatever in the past of the universe is pseudoscience, because nothing ever existed in past. We experience this timeless, time invariant universal space as now. If you are now maybe 60 years old, every day that you wake up from your sleep, you open your eyes, you see reality in which you live, and it's now. But people, which they are somehow locked in the psychological linear time, they think they experience on this basis also that this now from yesterday was before. It was not before. It is always the same time. And in physics, this idea that there is no cosmological time, there is no thermodynamical time, there is no arrow of time. All these are just the mental forms. So the idea of in physics that time is as duration is an emergent property, physical property, which enters existence in the process of measurement, this new vision of time, which is based on the human being as apparatus, is coming into physics, is getting power into physics. So there is absolutely no physical time in which things happen. Everything happens in the time invariant space. And universal changes are irreversible. So universe is the only universe that exists is the universe we can observe, we can experience. And the only universe we can experience is now, because only now exists. Everything else is just a human imagination, it's just a human fantasy. Big Bang is a human fantasy which was built on the belief of some physical time which does not exist. I wrote an article about this that was published in Journal of Physics of Canadian Institute, something, I don't know exactly, but the article is below, so you check this article and you will see that this is it.